Hello, this is Abhishek Sengupta and welcome back. We are starting a new series. This series is about tourism. Now, tourism is a vast subject. Tourism is a subject which requires hours and hours of presentation. I'll make few videos on tourism so that you can get a basic gist of what is tourism all about. This subject is very vast and includes so many components, but I'll try to put certain concepts which will help you to gain the knowledge about tourism. The first question comes, what is tourism? We hear a lot about the word tourism. This is tourism, tourism policies, different tourists, tour operators, etc. etc. But let's assume or let us first find out what is tourism. Tourism is best described as a short-term movement of people outside the place where they normally live or work. This also includes the activities they do at the destination where they go. This also includes the accommodation where they stay in. This also includes the activities they undertake, the kind of tourist spots they visit. It also includes the food what they consume at the destination. Tourism is closely related to the leisure time. Now the question comes, what is the leisure time? Leisure time is the time which remains with us after we do our regular daily and the basic work, like the official work, professional work, quality time with the family, sleeping, eating, etc. In other words, leisure time is basically the free time which we have with us. Tourism is basically a leisure activity, as I have said, but tourism also includes the business activities. The business activity is when a person travels for his company where he works or in order to get some business deals for his business. This might lead to a misconception that tourism is only a leisure activity. Actually, it is not. Tourism not only includes leisure activity but includes many things other than that. At times people travel because of their business requirement, because of their official requirement. They even travel to attend conferences, they even travel to attend different exhibitions, or there are many such activities which helps them to go from one place to other place. If we classify the tourism activities, there are basically two types of tourism activities. Number one is leisure type tourism. Number two is business type tourism. Leisure tourism is the type of tourism where a person travels to rejuvenate with his family or to meet the family members living somewhere else. The purpose of this tourism is to rejuvenate or to discover or find out new places or meet near or dear ones. Next is business tourism. Now, what is a business tourism? The purpose of business tourism is monetary gain for oneself, monetary gain for the company for which the person is working for, or the business where he puts his time and efforts. In both the cases, tourists travel outside their place of work or place of stay, consumes food, stays at a booked accommodation, takes the transport facility and do different other activities at the destination. These are done with a main motive of traveling to other place for a specific purpose. Let us check the definition of tourism. One of the earliest and most accepted definition was coined by the League of Nations. Definition went as, the term tourist shall be in principle be interpreted to mean any person traveling for a period of 24 hours or more in a country other than in which he resides. The second definition, which came in 1977 by Zafri, described tourism as the study of the man away from his usual habitat of industry, which responds to his needs and of the impact that both he and the industry have on the host's socio-cultural, economic and physical environment. However, there is a misconception which comes in at times. This tourism is at times confused with migration. Migration is completely different than tourism. Migration, a person travels from one place to other place for work and settles there. However, in tourism, person do not get settled there. Person gets to the destination for a very brief period of time. The purpose of migration is settling in that place or a different place for work. However, the purpose for tourism is exploring a new place, rejuvenating, connecting with friends and family, or for a specific business requirement. One more concept I would like to take up over here in this episode is the types of tourist movements. There are basically three types of tourist movements. Number one, inbound tourists. Number two, outbound and domestic. Inbound is a type of movement where the tourists travel from other country to our country. If a person is traveling from other country to our country, that person is even named as inbound tourist. I'm staying in India, for example, and a tourist comes from United Kingdom. That kind of movement, we must say, is an inbound tourist movement. The second type of movement is outbound tourist movement. In this movement, person travels from his own country to a different country for tourism related purpose. For example, if I'm staying in India and I would like to travel to Singapore, for example, I become an outbound tourist. The third kind of tourist movement is domestic tourist movement. Now, what is a domestic tourist movement? Domestic tourist movement is a type of movement where the tourist travels within their own country. For example, if I am going from one state of India to other state of India, I become a domestic tourist, and the kind of movement I'll be undergoing is domestic tourist movement. United Nation World Tourism Organization has divided the whole world into 6 tourist zones. This division is done on the basis of volume of tourists and the concentration of popular products and destination. These includes developed, developing and underdeveloped countries. Tourism activities are developing in its own space in these regions. 6 tourism zones are: number 1, East Asia and Pacific. Number 2 is South Asia. Number 3, Middle East. Number 4, Europe. Number 5, Africa. Number 6, America. Tourism is a dynamic industry. It is ever changing. It keeps innovating and it keeps changing and it keeps adapting to the new rules and regulations. But at the same time, tourism is a very sensitive industry. The slightest of the rumor can really put this industry to a complete turmoil. Ongoing pandemic COVID-19 scenario has hit this industry really hard. But the positive side of this, every time this industry got a hit, this industry came back with full power. It made a comeback after 9/11, it made a comeback after Cold War, it made a comeback after Gulf War, and even we are hopeful that this industry will make a comeback after this pandemic. At present, all stakeholders of this industry are quite confident, although they are passing through a very tough phase, but they are very confident that industry will make a comeback very soon. That's all for today. I'll be back with many such episodes. Till then, stay tuned, stay connected. If you have any question, write on the comment box below. I'll answer it as soon as possible. And do not forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Thank you. Have a great day.